Welcome to our YouTube channel, where we delve into the intriguing lives of some of Mexico's most notorious figures in the world of organized crime. Today, we explore the gripping stories of Heriberto Lazcano, Flavio Méndez Santiago, Rafael Guajardo, Dionisio Plancarte, and Enedina Arellano Félix, each a key player in the complex and dangerous world of drug trafficking. Rafael Aguilar Guajardo. From border smuggling to cartel leadership, Rafael Aguilar Guajardo, born on August 17, 1947. In Tamaulipas, Mexico, was a significant figure in the Mexican drug trade during the late 20th century. Known as El Guajardo, he was a key leader within the Gulf Cartel, one of Mexico's most powerful and enduring drug trafficking organizations. Guajardo's career in organized crime began in the 1970s. When he became involved in smuggling operations along the U.S.-Mexico border, he quickly rose through the ranks of the Gulf Cartel, leveraging his connections and strategic acumen to expand the cartel's influence and operations. Under his leadership, the Gulf Cartel became synonymous with large-scale cocaine trafficking, utilizing smuggling routes that stretched from Mexico into the United States. Throughout his tenure, Guajardo was known for his ability to evade capture and maintain a low profile. Despite his prominent role within the cartel, his operations generated vast profits and contributed to the cartel's status as a major player in the global drug trade. However, Guajardo's illicit activities eventually caught up with him. In 1993, he was arrested in Mexico City and subsequently extradited to the United States to face drug trafficking charges. His capture marked a significant victory for law enforcement agencies combating drug cartels in both countries. Enedina Arellano Felix. The untold story of a female cartel leader, Enedina Arellano Félix, born on July 12, 1961, in Culiacán, Sinaloa, Mexico, is notable as one of the first female leaders within Mexico's notorious Arellano Félix organization, AFO, a powerful drug cartel based in Tijuana. She is the daughter of Miguel Angel Félix Gallardo, a key figure in the early Mexican drug trade. Enedina Arellano Félix's rise to power came after the arrests and deaths of several of her brothers who previously led the cartel. She assumed control of the organization's finances and drug trafficking operations, demonstrating a strategic and business-oriented approach to cartel leadership. Under her leadership, the AFO continued its operations in drug trafficking, smuggling, and other criminal activities, maintaining its influence in the drug trade despite ongoing law enforcement efforts. Enedina Arellano Félix's ability to navigate and sustain the cartel's operations amidst challenges and rivalries underscores her resilience and strategic acumen. Known as La Jefa, the boss, Enedina Arellano Félix maintained a low profile compared to her male counterparts, which allowed her to evade capture for years. Her role as a female leader in the traditionally male-dominated world of Mexican drug cartels has drawn significant interest and scrutiny. Flavio Méndez Santiago. The rise and fall of a Gulf cartel leader. Flavio Méndez Santiago, also known as El Amarillo, was a prominent Mexican drug lord and key figure in the Gulf cartel. Born on February 6, 1960, in Matamoros, Tamaulipas, Mexico, Méndez Santiago became involved in organized crime at a young age. He rose through the ranks of the Gulf cartel, gaining notoriety for his role in drug trafficking operations, particularly along the Texas-Mexico border. Méndez Santiago's leadership within the Gulf cartel earned him a reputation for strategic prowess and ruthlessness. He was instrumental in expanding the cartel's influence and maintaining control over key smuggling routes into the United States. His operations included trafficking cocaine, marijuana, and other illicit substances, contributing to the cartel's immense wealth and power. Despite being a high-profile target for law enforcement agencies in both Mexico and the United States, Méndez Santiago managed to evade capture for many years. His ability to navigate through Mexico's complex criminal landscape highlighted his shrewdness and resilience as a cartel leader. Flavio Méndez Santiago's life came to a violent end on November 5, 2007, when he was killed in a shootout with Mexican military forces in Matamoros, Tamaulipas. His death marked a significant event in the ongoing struggle against drug cartels in Mexico, underscoring the dangers and consequences of involvement in organized crime. Heriberto Lazcano, rise and fall of a cartel kingpin. Heriberto Lazcano, often referred to as El Lazca, was a prominent Mexican drug lord and the leader of the notorious criminal organization known as the Zetas. Born on December 25, 1974, in Apan, Hidalgo, Mexico, Lazcano grew up in a region known for drug trafficking and violence. He started his criminal career as a member of the Mexican Army Special Forces, receiving training in counterinsurgency tactics and urban warfare. Lazcano later deserted the military and joined the Gulf Cartel, where he eventually became one of the founding members of the Zetas, a paramilitary group originally formed to be the armed wing of the cartel. Under Lazcano's leadership, the Zetas quickly became one of Mexico's most powerful and ruthless criminal organizations, notorious for their brutality and involvement in drug trafficking, extortion, kidnapping, and other illicit activities. They were known for using extreme violence to intimidate rivals and control territory. Lazcano himself was implicated in numerous acts of violence, including massacres and assassinations. He was wanted by Mexican and U.S. authorities for drug trafficking, organized crime, and other charges. Despite being one of the most wanted men in both countries, Lazcano managed to evade capture for years. In October 2012, however, Mexican Marines finally caught up with Lazcano in a small town in Coahuila, Mexico. During an attempt to arrest him, Lazcano was killed in a shootout with the Marines. His death was a significant blow to the Zetas organization, although the cartel continued to operate under new leadership. Dionisio Loya Plancarte, the rise and fall of a Knights Templar cartel leader. Dionisio Loya Plancarte, also known as Nacho, was a prominent Mexican drug lord and high-ranking member of the Knights Templar cartel. Born on February 27, 1946, in Michoacán, Mexico, Loya Plancarte played a significant role in the cartel's operations, which primarily focused on drug trafficking, extortion, and other criminal activities in the Michoacán region. Loya Plancarte's career in organized crime began in the 1980s, initially with involvement in the Arellano Félix organization before joining the Knights Templar cartel. Under his leadership, the cartel gained notoriety for its violent tactics and control over drug trafficking routes, particularly methamphetamine production and distribution. Known for his religious fervor and pseudo-religious beliefs incorporated into the cartel's ideology, Loya Plancarte operated with a blend of mysticism and criminal enterprise, which further complicated efforts by law enforcement to dismantle the organization. Despite his elusive nature, Loya Plancarte was eventually captured by Mexican authorities in January 2014, marking a significant victory in the government's crackdown on organized crime in Michoacán. His arrest dealt a blow to the Knights Templar cartel, though remnants of the organization continued to operate under new leadership.